Alright, I just want to do a quick little video on this because, um, you know, new guitar. Do I need to say more? This is Bludge, as I call her. That is Bludge on account of this right here. From what I've been told, the ex-girlfriend of the previous owner caught her boyfriend doing some pretty nasty stuff and took a hammer to it. So I'm calling her Bludge on account of that. But I wanted to, just wanted to show her off. Dave Mustaine is the person who is, this is the signature model of Mr. Mustaine. He is the guitar player for a band called Megadeth. You may also know that he was the guitar player for Metallica until he was fired for a lot of his violent behavior and just not something that the rest of the group wanted to deal with. And that's when they got Kirk Hammett from Exodus. And the rest is history. Other than obvious, like 20 years of Dave hating Metallica. Until they finally got along, like, just a few years back. Just something, just a little bit of info for you. I don't know how good that can get that. Hold on. I don't know if I can get that perfectly, but that says the DV075, which is the production number. There were only 200 of these made in this finish, Tequila Sunrise. Jeez, you bought something that's got the name of alcohol. Of course you buy this. Shut up. I'm not an alcoholic. The 8-ball inlay, which Dave had on his guitars until he left ESP and went over to believe he was with Jackson after ESP, and then he moved to Dean, where he is right now. The DV8R. It's an LTD. Dave Mustaine. Original case as well. So, beauty. Seymour Duncan, JB, and Jazz pickups, which, despite their names, are actually really nice, heavy sounding pickups. I love them. Volume, tone. And 24 frets. I believe this is ebony. I might be wrong. This might be rosewood. Like I said, it might be rosewood. I'm not very sure. Honestly, half the time these woods confuse the crap out of me and I always forget. So I apologize. The rainbow strings are actually something that the previous owner had on here. Just some little info. Black hardware, Schaller locking tuners on here. Basically, these allow you to wind up the strings way less than you would need to on any other guitar. It's not that hard to understand. The volute here, which is just essentially it's just where you should rest your hand, rest your thumb when you're playing up here on the lower part of the neck, lower register. Side dots, so you know where you're playing, because you're actually not supposed to even use these dots. They're just more cosmetic, or maybe they or some people they actually help when they're starting out. They don't know what string they're on. It's a little bit easier. String through body, tunematic bridge. Interesting thing is here. I don't know if I can perfectly get this, but the jack was a little bit off when I first got it. I actually had to screw that back in when I was at the guitar store. But other than that, pretty dang nice. I love it. Very happy with her. I would show you how it plays, but honestly, I don't like my amp and I don't like my sounds here at my house. I think it's one of the reasons why I kind of have a hard time playing at home, just because I don't like how my amplifier sounds. It just doesn't sound good for me. So eventually, I should probably get something like an EVH head or something. Also, not to mention, playing guitar and holding a camera is kind of hard. Don't think I should need to explain that. Alright, well, that's it. Just wanted to show you Bludge, just how beautiful she is, and pretty much just why I got her. Honestly speaking, this is one of the best guitars I've ever played in my life. And this is already, it's already the best guitar I've ever owned. I think that should say enough. So, without further ado, jams out. And have a good rest of your night, man. Love y'all.